Well, hello. I'm Hildegard Strauss from class 2-2. Um, and I'm gonna do my final assessment, so the for the end of the internship. Um, Revising. Well, I did my internship in Madeira, Portugal. Yet again, I did it in the same place as last semester, as last time, in the Golden Residence Hotel, in same department in the reception. But this time I was supervisor of the trainees in the reception. But basically, my tasks were the same. Like I was in the reception 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and um, I was doing the same as last semester. I was doing check-ins, following up on the guest. I was helping with the amenities for VIP guests. I was doing the checkout process with payments, with card, with cash. Things I didn't do last time I was there. I had I was also kind of a concierge. I had the opportunity to help guests finding their way around in the island, um, giving advice on what places to go eat, visit, and so on. Um, on my learning objectives, I was saying that I um, wanted to like use more the system they use in the hotel, so they don't use Opera as we learned in school. They use this new. It's called New Hotels. It's a new, not a new, but a different kind of like operational system. And I had knowledge of it from the last time I was working there. But this internship, I got more knowledge because I had to insert like if the guest had taken something from the minibar, I learned how to like add that to the bill. I printed bills. I um, received payments with card, with cash, like I mentioned before. I was able to sign. So we used to sign the bill we gave to the guest as a, like, yes, he was here, he paid, everything was fine. So I was able also to like sign those papers, and then those papers were given to the guest. I had also to train and look after the new trainees that were coming to the reception. So it took a while for the first trainees to come, but then when they arrived, I was in charge of teaching them the process, like what I did when I was a trainee, and then just following up with them, teaching them how to do several tasks in the front office, how to correctly address our guests, how to make the payments, um, how to program keys, how to if the guest had a problem in the room, like a complaint, like what you should do in those cases. Um, I also mentioned in my learning objectives that I wanted to actually improve my Portuguese, which I did. I uh, in my first internship, I didn't really address guests that were Portuguese because I could understand, but I could not reply back in their own in the language in Portuguese. So I would ask like my colleagues to take care of the Portuguese guests while I'll take care of the German guests or Spanish guests or English guests. And this this internship, I was able to actually reply to the guests in Portuguese to like follow up with their problems if they have any complaints, any suggestions, or if they were just simply checking in or checking out. And I felt really proud of it because I could actually, speak the language. Maybe it's just basic um, hotel vocabulary, but it was a great experience. Um, I had this guest that they found out I was Mexican, and they tried to speak in Spanish, And I was like, "You no, there's no problem. We can speak in Portuguese." And after that, like they will come and they will like look for me in the reception. They will ask if I was around because I was helping them. I was following up with them, and then they always came for me to ask if I was there to ask new things, to tell me like, "Oh, we went to this restaurant you suggested. It's really good. It's really nice. Thank you for the advice." And then it was a really nice, a really cool, really warm experience. And even though it was the same internship as last semester, I feel like it was nice to be back in a place you already know. Even though this hotel had some changes because it was bought by a bigger chain, Hoti Hotels. It's a chain in, I believe they have more hotels in Portugal, in the mainland, the continent. And um, some things changed inside the hotel, like management changed, and some procedures we used to do in the reception. But overall, it was, I don't want to say the same because I did learn different things. I did feel at the beginning like it was gonna be the same. I already knew how to do everything, and then turns out I didn't. So I learned quite different things, new things, and I improved the language. I improved my Portuguese. I'm not saying I'm fluent, but I can definitely understand more now than I did last semester, last time. And also this semester I helped a lot also the F&B department. I helped during the breakfast just to have the guest control. So this is, we have the names of all the guests that have included their breakfast, and it's just mainly a control to see like if there are guests that have not included the breakfast. It's just mainly control to like let them know that they didn't have the breakfast included, that they could take it, and then inform the price they would pay if they took the breakfast with us. And the guests that already had the breakfast, it was just to control that they were there, that they, and how many people, and if they had, we had these special vouchers for some of the guests because they came with groups and they were like some kind of deals with them. So it was just mainly control of guests by the breakfast. I also helped with the room service because of the restaurant had not really much. I They don't really had a lot of people working, and they needed help sometimes at night with the room service. So I helped them. I went to the restaurant. I took the plates to the rooms. No big deal. Just didn't do it last time. It was just added. And I also followed up with the VIP guests. We had honeymooners. We had newlyweds. We had guests that had birthday or wedding anniversaries, and the hotel gives them a sparkling wine, and sometimes they give them fruit baskets. And I was in charge of delivering these sparkling wines, these fruit baskets with personalized cards to the rooms, and then saying it was from the hotel for them, that happy birthday, happy anniversary, whatever the occasion was. And I got to do this in different languages, in different with different guests. So I got to do it in English, in Portuguese, in Spanish, in German, in French, and I can say I did not only improve my Portuguese, I also tried to improve my French. There were some guests that were patient with me when I was speaking French, and also I improved my German. I am more fluent now. I'm more, you know, secure of like speaking in German, and that was it. I I really had a good experience, and now I want to go to a different place and experience something different. Thank you.